Hello, welcome to another episode of the Smile Create Repeat demonstration video. We're using supplies from the July 2019 surprise. You can click on the unboxing video, after you watch this one, click on the unboxing video link in the description below to see, to learn more about all the supplies we're using. We're going to do a charcoal portrait. I'm starting out with Winsor Newton Vine charcoal, and because I don't want this to be an hours long video, I'm doing this pretty small so you can see what I'm doing and I can get you a finished portrait sketch. Right, so I'm starting off by just marking about how big I'm going to make the head here, and now I'm just going in, observing the lines, and I'm drawing the outside shape first, and then I will go in and do the inside. And this is soft, so it's I think I'm already off from my drawing. I'm already going too big, way too big. But I kind of want to see what it does, so. Oh, that's not even close. That's there. And then that goes more straight out like that, not that much. And this is higher. So I don't really use my fingers too much to smudge. Here I'm doing it to erase some of the charcoal. So I can already see that this is off. And yeah. That should be right over this. So I think it's a whole bunch off. And of course I've been drawing this for 4 minutes, so everything is not going to be perfect. Well, for me. You might be. You might be able to do it. I can't. But I'm going to keep working at it and see if we can get some good parts of it. This is a charcoal sketch, so this isn't going to be a finished portrait. This is, you start, and then after about 20 minutes or so, I like doing these 20-minute warm-up sketches, and then you stop and you start again, and you take what you've learned from each one. In this whole face, I put myself in front of a window, so there's strong light coming from back here, just shining on the side of me. And the angle on that is off. It's so fun when you get it right. Let me tell you, as I'm sure you know. It's like, oh, I'm trying to get that angle, and you just do something just perfect, and all of a sudden, oh, it all just works. And the more you practice, the more of those right moments you have. And this is all shadow. So I'm going to show you another one. So I'm going to use the charcoal, the compressed charcoal. So this is very dark. You can see the difference in the stroke there. So that's my goatee. And this I'm doing now I'm going to, well, that's softer because that's the shadow. That's my hair. Okay. Now I'm going to do, so you can do these things, and that's why the compressed charcoal is kind of neat, because you can just do these really painterly strokes, and you get these kinds of effects. Now I'm going to start using this prang charcoal pencil, where you rip off the paper. So this is compressed charcoal, much like this, and charcoal pencils are always compressed charcoal, so it's much like this stick, where this is vine. This is just a different type. These are usually much more gray. These are much more dark black. So these are great for details usually. So I'm going in. And that string, that's funny. I'll have to. And there's just a lot of control with the charcoal pencil. I really enjoy, actually I enjoy this also. I really like charcoal pencils. I love everything about charcoal. It's really, this and oil paints, my favorite. And pen and ink and watercolor. It's a bad story. But yeah, I think if I had to pick one, I would pick charcoal and oil paint. I know. And the important part right here is the angle of that eyelid. So I think that is certainly not perfect, but I think it is getting somewhere. And then the neck here. Maybe I want to kind of show what else is going on down here maybe. Hinting at it, so that you can see that needs to be higher, that needs to curve over, this needs to be darker. So I'm going to use the vine charcoal because that's going to make it gray. That's one from my other. And I grab them way down here because then it helps me do light pressure on it. So I can really feather it nice and delicately. And that's really a soft, and because I'm using this flat edge of the charcoal, it's really creating a soft tone. And Now I'm going to do it down here too, because that's going to blend in the compressed and the vine. Okay. And I'm going to get a little, now I'm choking up on the pencil, on the charcoal, the vine, because I want to get details in here. So the thing I really like about the toned paper is using the white, adding the white to it. So now I think there is some light on the edge of the face, but I think I'm going to not add that. I'm going to add it to the background and really use it as a defining edge. Because the light is strong, not the force, the light. And I think that's going to create a pretty striking image. Having that white, make sure I see right here, I was pretty vague when I drew it with the dark charcoal, and now I'm doing a vague drawing again, and it's not helping. So I have to go back and observe what that looks like. Don't skimp on that. Make sure you're right or right-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect for a sketch, but you want something there. Something that you put there on purpose that makes sense. Don't let it be by accident. One of the things one of my art teachers used to say was, don't draw a shirt, draw the shirt. So if you're drawing a model with a shirt, don't just put like a T, you know, like this. That's not the shirt you want. Draw the actual shirt that they're wearing, because that'll help your observational skills. It'll make it a more authentic piece, and it'll look better. And I have my eraser. I'm going to erase that little t-shirt there. So I think that's pretty good. And of course, I'm going to go in and add a little bit of, I'm not going to add the white to the eye. I was going to add some in, but it's really not appropriate for this part. Like that would add some punch, but I really think I like how the whole face is in shadow. And I think that effect helps create the, well, what I'm trying to do with this picture. And now what you see I'm doing is I'm going across my strokes. So before I did some like this, now I'm just going like this to really get the white charcoal into the grain of the paper. So by crisscrossing them, it helps it. And I'm doing pretty hard pressure. And now I'm going to soften that a little. But maybe, so maybe that stroke, this one, will be the border of my stroke. So I'm not going to fade it off to the side. I'm going to leave that line as the edge of it. And then I am fading this out, so I'm doing harder pressure up here to lighter pressure here. So there you go. So you have some abstract, compressed charcoal, highly refined vine charcoal, some compressed charcoal pencil into the drawing to add some punch and some strong darks. And then you add this light to really make the dark stand out. So I hope you enjoyed that demonstration video with Smile, Create, Repeat. And there you go. And we have this huge chunk of vine charcoal that there'll be another video later this month showing using that on a bigger piece, because this monster is going to be have some fun doing that one. Oh, and this one. So thanks again. Have a great month, and remember to smile, create, repeat.